everybody, good to see you. I'm Neal. I have lived in Indiana my entire life, and you can tell my face and body shape gave that away the second I stepped up on this stage. I get it. I look like I should have the TikTok fruity ranch dressings, you know what I mean? But that's fine. That's kind of like the vibe I have. I'm okay with it, you know? Genial and interested in food. That's the state motto, right? That's on the flag or something. And I know that that is the vibe that I've curated because I've had 3 separate Subway sandwich artists remark to me about how polite I had been during ordering. And I'm fine getting clocked as being someone who's lived in Indiana my entire life. A, because it's true, and also because I'm fine with it. What's worse is when someone reads your vibe and you're not expecting it. Like last week, I had a woman tell me that I look like a youth pastor going through a divorce. I didn't like that. I don't even know what that means that I didn't like it. I didn't grow up going to church. I still got mad and defensive about it though. I was like, no, lady, you got it wrong. I'm like a cool guy. I mean, sure, like, have I organized a trip and first to go play laser tag? I mean, yeah. But that was me and my friends in high school, dog. No religion involved. Still don't know what point I was trying to make with that retort. I'm an old guy, which means it's weird for me now seeing like younger kids being into like late 90s and early 2000s pop culture stuff. Because it's weird because I lived through that. And I thought we had a lot of that shit settled and done with, you know? Like seeing kids wearing like oversized like jeans and shirts and stuff, like I thought we all realized you look like a little kid wearing your dad's clothes. That's why we stopped. People fucking walking around like calling shit retarded, that's not cool. Thought we settled that. I don't have a tag for that. It's just gross. Stop it. People like earnestly trying to tell me to listen to Creed and Limp Bizkit. No, dude. Those bands are a word I just yelled at you not to use. But for real, don't say the R word, you fucking asshole. The other thing that's weird about me for like looking back at that time is because so many people from that time have turned out to be such creeps and assholes. You know, like all the dudes from like those like mall punk bands are all sex pests. Justin Timberlake's a drunk asshole. Diddy is a kind of monster we don't have a word for yet. Dave Chappelle's a bigot. J.K. Rowling's a bespoke bigot. Kanye West is an avant-garde bigot. The thing for me that I want to see is, like 20 years from now, which current celebrities are going to be those creeps and assholes? You know? Because it won't be who you expect. Like, it'll be 2047, and you'll just be like, yeah, dude, I mean, those Dune movies are good and everything, but like, I just can't watch them after Timothy Chalamet became the face of the California secession movement. Now, where's my passport? I gotta go to San Diego next week. I don't know, man. I'm a married guy. I love my wife very much. I talk about her all the time, which has led to some like dickheaded dudes I know call me a wife guy before I'm familiar with that term. Everybody, okay, if you don't know, that's someone being like, oh man, Neal loves his wife. What a wife guy. And I'm just like, yeah, man, I thought that was the fucking job. Like there was an interview process and everything. A swearing in ceremony at the end. Nobody's ever like, oh man, look at Dave. He paid his taxes already. What an IRS guy. I don't like the term wife guy because to me, it has really strong like 6th grade bully energy. You know, being like, oh dude, so you like fucking love your wife or whatever? Fucking gay! don't know, man. Like, I'm fine being a wife guy. Like, I'm 41 years old. At this point, there's only so many different types of guy I can be. And I can't course correct now. What am I gonna suddenly turn into? A fucking Jeep guy? Ew, no, gross. Just bebop into every conversation like, hey, good brother. I'd be a Jeep guy that says, hey, good brother. Just walk into every conversation talking about my vehicle that has a payment higher than my mortgage. Oh yeah, man, having a Jeep, it's great. It's aquamarine, so I'll never lose it. And I've adorned it with all these extraneous bars. Now I'm collecting little plastic ducks for some fucking reason. No, I'll keep loving my wife, thank you. My wife and I are very sexually compatible, which is important in a long-term relationship. And I know that we were sexually compatible immediately because the woman I was seeing before I met my wife was hands down like 6 months of the worst sex I'd ever had in my entire life. And I knew going in that it was going to be bad. There were signs, you know, like this woman had a master's degree in playing the oboe, so I mean, like, there were signs. Like, this lady strictly wanted to have missionary sex. That is Pepsi okay of positions. And look, I'm not here to look down on missionary sex. It's a classic. It's a classic for a reason. I just think that in today's big leagues, you need like at least a 3-pitch rotation to be an effective starter. You know? You can't just keep pumping fastballs right down the middle and expect to make the All-Star team. And what's worse is this woman like wanted chest-to-chest missionary sex. Like she would wrap her arms around me and hold me in place. Like, Mormon kids soaking had better sex than this. And I don't know, man, like, I'm no sexual dynamo, but like, I don't think the sex you're having is good if you can use a word to describe it, like lumbering, you know? Like, oh yeah, dude, I plotted up on her good. That's bad. And what's worse is, even though this was like a short relationship and it wasn't very serious, it's still important to feel like wanted and needed and appreciated. And I never did, because in the back of my mind, I always knew that I could just be replaced by a weighted blanket and a vibrator at any moment. Oh my God, all you have to do is spend $75 and I'm gone. I don't know, man. I've been working on my physical and my mental health for a while now, which has resulted in me taking gummies every day. Yeah, they're multivitamins. I'm cool. You can trust me. I should say, I think I'm taking a multivitamin every day. I got them at Aldi. They could be anything. You know, like, oh, is this a daily gummy multivitamin or a flavorless German gummy candy? I don't know. But I got a bottle of like 300 of them for $4.50. It's a fucking deal. I'm not passing it up. Also, I'm not trying to dunk on Aldi. I love Aldi. It's my favorite. It's like if a grocery store started by Temu. It fucking rules. Talking about my physical health over the last 18 months or so, I've lost about 20 pounds. That's good. That's a good amount. It's a good amount. It's still not enough to prevent me from getting targeted ads of like t-shirts, but for big guys. But it's still a good amount. Also, I get all of those ads. I get t-shirts for big guys, sunglasses for big guys, hats for big guys, sweatpants for big guys, and I'm sorry, sweatpants are already for big guys. You can't improve that technology. And losing some weight has taught me that like people will just like start coming up to you and saying wild shit. Like I had someone walk up and was like, "Hey, you doing Ozempic or what?" I'm like, man, that's wild. You can walk up to me and look and even think that I could do something like that, like have Ozempic money. Come on, man. Like, oh God, I have it in my rich bitch era. Oh. Do I also look skinny enough to look like I'm up to date on my car payments too? I don't have Ozempic money. I don't even have like regular medicine money. Like I consider that screening process before selling plasma as seeing a medical professional. That's not. That is someone who's almost a CNA who fully has a DUI. I don't know. But selling plasma is kind of a bummer, but like a friend of mine was trying to cheer me up about it. He's like, hey man, at least you're not like selling your body on OnlyFans. I'm like, dude, I fucking wish that I had the fortitude and resolve to be on OnlyFans. Instead, I'm selling plasma. I'm literally selling my body. Like, giving them the goo, you know? At least, if I was at home jerking off on OnlyFans, I'd at least get to keep the cum, you know? All right, I'm Neal, thanks, bye.